Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Athletics Wellness Center on the campus of Earlham College as we bring you Earlham basketball, a rare Tuesday afternoon contest between the Quakers and the Hornets of Kalamazoo. Great to have you with us here on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. Two teams right now that are trying to get back on the winning side of things. A Kalamazoo team that comes in at 3-6, but they've lost their last four. Meanwhile, the Quakers also got off to a good start. They were 4-2, but they've lost their last two games. Both of those were conference matchups, and they're hoping to change their fortunes here today before they get back into conference play again coming up on Saturday. We're going to come back as we always do and scout this Kalamazoo team, which I think you'll look at them and go, you know what, they're better than their record indicates coming in, and they'll be a tough matchup today for the Earlham Quakers. Stay right there. The scouting report is coming up next. This is the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back 'em better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Back here at the Athletics and Wellness Center, we're still moments away from the tip-off here this afternoon. Again, it's a Tuesday afternoon game. Quakers will be off until Saturday when they'll be hosting Franklin. Reminder, that game is a 2 o'clock tip-off time. We'll have all the action for you right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. Let's take a look at the Hornets. You know, they're not the same team they were at the beginning of the year, but the competition level has stepped up over the last couple of games. Let's start first off with the last two games in which they've given up 195 in their last two games. They lose to Chicago 100-84. They lose to Spring Arbor 95-71. In that Chicago game, they gave up 55 first-half points. And for the contest, Chicago shot 61%. Now, Kalamazoo really played well from an offensive standpoint, but that's a Chicago team that was just blitzing that day. Kalamazoo ended up shooting 50%. They also got out-rebounded in that contest by Chicago, 35-23. Ben Ryder scored 21 for Kalamazoo, and also coming off the bench and scoring 14 points was Jannard Smith. Again, his 14 points coming off the bench. Then they come back against Spring Arbor, gave up 47 points in the first half. Spring Arbor shot 68% in that game, including 10 of 18 from three-point range for 56%. Hornets are probably wondering what in the world happened when you play Chicago and Spring Arbor, and these two teams combined. When you think about shooting 61 and 68%, it doesn't get much better than that. Tanner Bliley, 14 points for Kalamazoo. Jeremiah Vincent had 12 off the bench. Now here's how the big three look in points, field goal, and rebound. In points per game, Kalamazoo's averaging 77.8, but right now giving up 82.9. In field goal percentage, Kalamazoo is coming into this one shooting at 44%, but their defense has let them down in the last couple of games, as mentioned. Their defensive field goal percentage at 50%, and they've been out-rebounded now. 31.8 rebounds per game for Kalamazoo and 37.3 for their opponents. Players to watch today, Tanner Bliley, 15.3 points per game. He's a very good shooter at 54.7%. He shoots 39% from three-point range. He wears number 3, so keep an eye on him today. Number 24, Ben Ryder, averaging 12.3 points per game. And also number 1, Jeremiah Vincent, at 10.1 points per game. So that's a little bit of a summary in the scouting report of the Hornets over their last couple of games. But again, they are coming in trying to snap a 4-game losing streak. When we come back on the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, talk about the Quakers. They're another team trying to get back on track after a good start. That's coming up in just a moment. This is Earlham men's basketball right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with the most comprehensive auto repair services that include general services, car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. Their goal is simple: to offer the best services available at affordable prices to get you back on the road in no time. For a high-performance vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, give them a call at 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery. Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
You know, the Quakers were feeling pretty good when they were heading into conference play against Mount St. Joe and Franklin. They were 4-2, pulled off a couple of big wins in their first 6 games, but then they go on the road at Mount St. Joe. They give up 85 points. They lose that one 85-59. They go to Franklin, gave up 82 points, and lose that one 82-63. You know, the two teams right now are kind of eerily similar. At the Mount St. Joe game, Earlham gave up 46 points in the first half. Mount St. Joe shot 64%, and they out-rebounded the Quakers 34-19. The Quakers shot just 36%, and they were only 4 of 18 from three-point range. That's something we had not seen in the first 6 games. Cheney Zolman led the Quakers with 14. So you're thinking, all right, maybe that's an anomaly. They come back, they go to Franklin. They're down by 12 at halftime, 39-27. And guess what? Yeah, Franklin shot 54% in that contest. They were 50% from three-point range, 11 of 22. And for Franklin, all 5 of their starters scored in double figures. Cheney Zolman led the Quakers with 17. Jamel Barnes had 11. Quakers, by the way, did shoot 55% from three-point range. They were 11 of 20. They'll need that again here today. Quakers in their big 3 averaging 71.3 points per game, giving up 79. They're shooting at 45% coming in. Their opponents are shooting at 52.5% in the rebounding department. Another area where the Quakers will have to improve here today. The Quakers at 26.6 per game. Their opponents at 33.4. Leading the way for the Quakers this year, Jamel Barnes averaging at 15.1 points per game. Cheney Zolman at 13.8. Kenneth Stallings Jr. at 10.5. And Blake Bonin is at 10.3 points per game. When we come back, the starters coming up next. This has been the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Let's go and get you the starters first off for the Hornets of Kalamazoo. They will line up like this. Tanner Bliley is a 6'3 senior. He wears number 3. He's out of Three Rivers, Michigan. He gets the start here today. Trey Humes is a 6'5 senior out of Portage, Michigan. He wears number 10. Also in the starting lineup, Ben Ryder, 6'6 and a senior out of Rochester, Michigan. He wears number 24. Drew Shekel is a 6'4 junior out of Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. He will wear number 30 this afternoon. And Thomas Cook is a 6'7 junior out of Grand Blanc, Michigan. He wears number 40. So again today for the Hornets, it'll be Bliley, Humes, Ryder, Shekel, along with Cook. Nick Giard is the head coach out of Michigan State in his first season. For the Quakers here today, Kenneth Stallings Jr., a 6'3 senior out of Gary. He wears number 0. Cheney Zolman is a 6'6 senior out of North Manchester, Indiana, wearing number 1. Jamel Barnes, the 6' junior out of Muncie Central High School. He will wear number 10. Blake Bonin is a 5'8 senior out of Crown Point, wearing number 30. And John Sacaleros, a 6'5 senior, also out of Crown Point. He wears number 42. So again, for the Quakers, it'll be Stallings Jr., Zolman, along with Barnes Jr., Bonin, and Sacaleros. We will come back. The tip-off is coming up in a few moments. Stay right there. This is Earlham men's basketball right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond. After the unexpected, expect us. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Fayette, Rush, Union, Decatur, and Shelby counties. Auto, home, life, renters, farm, crop, and business coverage. Coverage you need in a language you know. We take customer satisfaction seriously and don't take a cookie-cutter approach to your coverage. For more information, call 800-723-3276 or go to their website, in.farmbureau.com.
Think about the moments in your life, moments you might miss if you become ill. People often ignore their own health, even when their body is telling them something isn't right. Routine health screenings could be the difference between catching it early when it's more treatable or waiting until it's too late. Make time to have an annual wellness visit. Keep up with routine screenings so you don't miss out on any of your moments. Reed Health's team of experts can keep you in control of your health, making sure you stay right where you belong. Reed Health, right beside you.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
We got this.
Back here at the Athletics and Wellness Center. Thanks for being with us on this Tuesday afternoon. A lot of us battling some sinus infections, including yours truly. So we'll battle through this here today, and hopefully by Saturday when the Quakers are back here for that 2 o'clock matchup against DePaul, everybody will be healthy, including yours truly. All right, today's game brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Every Thursday, they have the Italian BMT, Friday the tuna, Saturday the Black Forest ham. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. Hornets in their traveling black uniforms trimmed in orange, and the Quakers in their home whites trimmed in maroon. We are ready to go for this one. Bliley, Humes, Ryder, along with Shekel and Cook. Quakers come out with a lineup they've gone with all year long. Stallings Jr., Zolman, Barnes, Bonin, and Sacaleros. And by the way, right now, Coach Shewers is a guy of his word. He has shortened up his bench. The starters get a ton of minutes, and he lets them play, and he lets them get into the flow of a game. So let's see who can snap a losing streak here today. Will it be the Hornets at 4 in a row, or the Quakers who've dropped their last 2 contests? It'll be Kalamazoo basketball to open things up here. The Quakers open up in their man-to-man. They will be man-to-man the majority of the time here this afternoon. That is Bliley, the senior, leading the team in scoring out front. That'll be Cook, the 6'7 junior. Back to Bliley. Ball on the floor, 7 seconds on the shot clock, and that's a jump ball. And Kalamazoo will be charged with a possession loss in that one, as the possession air goes back over now to the Quakers. And so it'll be Earlham basketball for the first time here this afternoon. Blake Bonin will run the point here today. Jamel Barnes will be out there as well. Blake on the wing underneath the Zolman. Zolman guarded down low by number 30, Shekel. That shot's on the way, good. First 2 points of the ball game, and Sacaleros gets on the board for the Quakers. By the way, no live stats right at the moment. They're having some IT problems, so if they get that fixed, we'll probably, at least hopefully, get some live stats here this afternoon. Drew Shekel missing the first shot for the Hornets. It'll be Quaker basketball. Cheney Zolman off to a good start in his final season after coming back from an injury last year. That is Zolman. Zolman, mismatch in the size department, gets the double team. Here's Kenneth Stallings Jr. His jumper's on the way, and the Quakers off to a good start. Now leading this one 4-0. Here's a pass inside, a little bit too much English on that one for Thomas Cook. Humes blitzed that one in there, so that'll be the second turnover now for Kalamazoo here this afternoon. Blake across the timeline, the high screen by Sacaleros. Here's Barnes, the junior out of Muncie. Barnes off the drive, good ball movement, back again to Stallings Jr. Drives, feeds in the corner to Barnes, 14 on the shot clock. It'll be Blake with the basketball, Sacaleros with the screen. Bonin on the drive, the floater, up and good. Good touch by Blake Bonin. And the Quakers now lead this one 6-0. Good start this afternoon for the Quakers. Well, that's one thing both these teams did not do in their last few ball games, getting off to a good start. Humes having trouble with the basketball. Feeds underneath now to Bliley. Bliley, nice move with the left hand off the glass and good, and the Hornets on the board for the first time here this afternoon. Bliley, the 6'3 senior, making the nice move with the left hand. Bonin with the basketball on the elbow. Makes the drive. Zolman will find Stallings Jr. Back out front to Sacaleros and around the perimeter now to Barnes. Barnes feeds now to Zolman. Wide open in the corner for three, and it's good. Cheney Zolman playing like a man possessed in his senior season as he's playing with a purpose to start this one here today. Good look at Humes. Humes at the left elbow. Draws the double team. Actually grabs Zolman. Kicks it in the corner. Here's a three on the way. No good by Shekel. And the Quakers come away with it with a 9-2 lead here in the opening half of play. Bonin across the timeline. Sacaleros will find Stallings. Now it'll be Barnes. Barnes with a left-hand dribble. And the floater, no. Thought there was contact, no whistle. Coming away with it, Humes. Lead pass will find Ryder. And we've got a whistle and a foul on the floor. First foul of the ball game. And it'll go against the Quakers. It looks like it'll be Stallings on the foul. We have, again, no live stats today, and our public address announcer is a Union guy. Inbound, here's Bliley. That shot good from the corner for three. So Bliley with all 5 points now for Kalamazoo. 16:27 to go in the first half. Quaker basketball. Sacaleros, one dribble off down to Stallings. Zolman also one dribble. Turnover Quakers. They got sloppy with the basketball. 3-on-2 break back the other way. And turning it over will be Shekel. And he commits the foul in the backcourt after the turnover. A double negative there for Shekel. Third turnover now for Kalamazoo. Shekel picks up his first foul. Boy, the one thing you do not want to do at losing 4 in a row is not play some smarter basketball. And that was not a very smart play. That time by Shekel. So it'll be Quaker basketball. Nice backdoor cut, layup good by Stallings. Give the assist to Cheney. 11-5, Quakers leaded by 6. Here's Bliley with the basketball on the high post now to Cook. Cook off the right wing to Shekel. Shekel walks with it. Second straight turnover by Shekel. He may find himself taking a seat here relatively soon after those back-to-back turnovers and also committed the foul. 15:48 remaining here in the first half. Quakers again hold on to an 11-5 lead. Bonin across the timeline now to Barnes. Entry pass Sacaleros. Reverse layup good. Great move by John Sacaleros. He has 4. The senior out of Crown Point. Change is coming for Kalamazoo. Cook on the low post, and he traveled with it. 5th turnover now by Kalamazoo. Jack Smith will come in, a 6'3 junior out of Ann Arbor. Also, Merritt Heyman will come in. He's a 6'6 junior. He wears number 42. And Bass Ollie comes in, a 6'3 junior. He is out of Kalamazoo. So the Hornets go to the bench here with about 15 minutes remaining, trying to find something, and there's an offensive foul, moving screen called against Sacaleros, and that will be John's first, Quaker's second turnover as they lose the possession here with just over 15 minutes remaining in the first half. Bliley with the basketball, hands off now to Smith. Smith way out front. Kalamazoo playing beyond the three-point line. As Heyman hands it off, the drive by Ryder. He got contact, thought he was fouled. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Hornets with 14 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Boy, a lot of contact that time, and I think that Ben Ryder had reason to believe he got fouled. But the Quakers will take it here at home. Off the inbound, here's Ryder. Off the drive as well, and a foul called on Sacaleros. So John has picked up 2 quick fouls. Earlham will head to their bench. We will see Thomas Sanborn, one of the 3 seniors out of Crown Point, Indiana. Quakers go to their bench now for the first time. They won't play very many off their bench. Heyman deep in the corner, and the kick out. Here's Ollie. Ollie working there against Sanborn. Nice pass. Ryder driving, missing short, and the rebound by Stallings Jr. Quakers back the other way as Barnes will bring it across the timeline. Barnes will send Zolman out front, and Zolman will set the screen. Barnes looking for the roll. Now it'll be Sanborn back to Bonin. 17 on the shot clock. Cheney with another screen. Bonin stops, reverses it. Here's Sanborn, his short jumper no good. And the rebound pulled down by Bliley. Bliley quickly out on the run as he brings it across the 10-second line. And now sets it up here for Kalamazoo. Bliley bumped on the baseline, nothing there. Kick out now to Heyman. And once again they'll work it to Smith. 15 on the shot clock. Smith now with a left-hand dribble. Stops at the wing. Back outside to Heyman. Heyman will find Ryder. Ryder on the drive. Now steps under, shoots and misses, gets the offensive rebound, blocked inside by Stallings. Heyman with a putback, no. Ball goes out of bounds, last touched by Ryder. And we have a timeout on the floor. Kalamazoo wants to talk about it. We'll take a break as well. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, it's Earlham on top of this one, 13-5. This is Earlham Basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto, in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
Hey, if you're looking for a great place to dine, how about Little Sheba's? Come join them in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue and grab one of their gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, and more in their smoke-free environment. You can get a 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home. For more information about Little Sheba's, give them a call at 962-2999.
Well, the Quakers make a change in their lineup as with the 2 fouls now on John Sacaleros, we will see Elijah Galloway come in, the 6'5 sophomore out of the Bronx in New York. So the Quakers go 2 off their bench here in the first half of play. Quaker basketball, Barnes on the dribble with the left hand, now to Stallings on the wing. Stallings will give it to Sanborn. Now to be Galloway straight away. Barnes looking for an opening with that left-hand dribble again as they'll work it to Stallings on the wing with 8 on the shot clock. Stallings may have traveled with it. Yep, he drugged that pivot foot, and they got him. That'll be the 3rd turnover for the Quakers here in this first half, and Kalamazoo's off to a slow start on offense. We'll get the basketball back. Bliley across the timeline. Off the left wing now to Ollie. They'll try to force it inside. The Quakers had 3 white jerseys there. Another turnover by Kalamazoo. And the ball back to the Quakers as Bonin brings it across the timeline. Here's Sanborn now with a left-hand dribble. Stallings out front, back to Blake. Blake will shovel it off now to Galloway, who hands it to Barnes, stops, fires from 3, and hits it. Now they overplayed him a little bit too far, and Jamel gets his first basket of the afternoon, and the Quakers lead it by 11. Heyman with a basketball. Backdoor cut, contact underneath by Stallings, and that'll put Ben Ryder at the line. The 6'6 senior leads the team in scoring. And we'll see Kalamazoo go to the free throw line for the first time here today. Quakers pick up their 4th team foul. Stallings will pick up his 2nd, and Ryder's free throw is good. It's back to a 10-point lead. Into the lineup for the Quakers for the first time today will be A.J. White, the 5'11 freshman out of Pike High School in Indianapolis. Cheney Zolman checking back in after a quick breather. Both free throws are good. So Ryder on the board here this afternoon. Bliley leads the team right now in scoring with 5. It'll be Quaker basketball. Barnes looking for the roll from Sanborn. The kick out now to Zolman for 3, and he's going to be fouled. Potentially a 4-point play here for Cheney Zolman. Zolman hits his second three-pointer of the afternoon, and we'll head to the free throw line. Foul will be called on 42 Heyman. So Heyman picks up his first, team foul number 2, and let's see if Zolman can complete the very rare no 4-point play. He will not. Will stay at 19-7, 12-19 to go. Quickly back the other way on the release is Ali. Can't get that one to fall. One and done for Kalamazoo, and that'll be Quaker basketball. Barnes across the 10-second line, Bonin at the elbow. Blake has yet to shoot the basketball here this afternoon. Hasn't needed to at this point. Sanborn almost misplays that one. Entry pass now to Cheney down the low block. Looks opposite to A.J. White. Pulls up from 15, can't get it to go. And the Quakers will give it back now to the Hornets. Ollie across the timeline. Waits for help. It'll be Heyman. Heyman, the 6'6 junior. Now will give it up once again to Ryder. Ryder working the point out front. Is he looking for a screen? No, as he'll give it off now to Bliley. Bliley with a left-hand dribble behind the back now. Spins, feeds underneath, and wide open was Ryder for the easy 2. Ryder now with 4. Bliley and Ryder, the only 2 players now scoring for Kalamazoo. Blake off the drive, feeds it to Zolman in the corner. Barnes back once again to Sanborn, drives baseline. Good ball movement by the Quakers. They'll work it back around to Zolman. He will drive and will be fouled on his way to the basket. Foul could be on Jack Smith, the 6'3 junior out of Ann Arbor, Michigan. Or are they going to call it offensive foul? So that's a huge break right there as Cheney will pick up the foul. That'll be his first. So good position underneath by the Kalamazoo College Hornets to draw the foul, and so that's the 4th turnover now by the Quakers here in the first half. We stay at 19-9, Kalamazoo basketball. Here's Heyman. Now on the drive, offensive foul the other way. That'll be Jannard Smith, the 6'1 junior out of Detroit, who has just checked into the ball game, and he will pick up his first foul. 7 turnovers now by Kalamazoo as they continue to struggle offensively here in the first half. And we've got a media timeout here this afternoon. The Quakers off to a good start, but they've slowed down over the last couple of minutes. Right now being led by Cheney Zolman. We will come back with more action here from the Athletics and Wellness Center. Your score on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers lead it by 10.
Today's game brought to you in part by Mancino's Pizza and Grinders. Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads every day. They serve great food priced for family budgets. Mancino's Italian bread and pizza dough are made from scratch every day, and the baking process may take a little more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1166 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com.
10:48 to go here in the first half. Quaker basketball following that quick timeout. Earlham will attack now. The basket to our right. It'll be A.J. White off the front of the rim. Can't get it to fall. And back over to Kalamazoo. Hornets wasting no time getting back into the half court. Here's Jack Smith off now to Smith, that being Jannard Smith. Here's a pull-up shot on the way by Ryder. Long rebound by Jamel Barnes. Quakers on the run the other way. Barnes has been known to pull that shot right there from three-point range, so he's covered up quickly. Here's Sanborn back to Blake Bonin. A.J. White once again to Barnes at the elbow, 15 on the shot clock. Sanborn to Bonin, entry pass to Zolman in the low block. Cheney working there against Heyman. Cheney with the right hand has a block, and we've got a foul. The outside official will make the call. Head coach for Kalamazoo certainly not happy with that because that was probably 40 feet away from the play down underneath, but Cheney's going to take it. He'll go back to the free throw line for 2. Foul's actually going to be called on Heyman. He just picked up his second. And Cheney's free throw off the front of the rim and goes in, and the Quakers lead it by 11. Thomas Cook will check back in now, the 6'7 junior for Kalamazoo. Second free throw by Zolman is on the way and good. 21-9, 9:55 remaining here in the first half of play. Jannard Smith with the basketball to Thomas Cook. Here once again is Ryder. Ryder reversing it now to Shekel. Underneath, they'll try to go big, and they will. Cook at 6'7", able to power that one in. And Cook getting his first 2 points of the afternoon, back to a 10-point lead. It'll be Quaker basketball. Bonin with the ball and a whistle and a foul. Ball will be taken out on the far side of the floor. Let's see who that foul's going to be called on. Looked like they got Jack Smith on the foul. That'll be his first. Quakers have 22 on the shot clock. Sanborn receives off the inbound. Here's Jamel. Back to Sanborn. Drives with the left hand. Feeds back to Zolman. Zolman covered up quickly by Heyman. Now to be Barnes looking for the screen. 9 on the shot clock. Jamel crosses to the left hand. Got away with a push-off. Jamel will drive. Feeds it off to A.J. White. He'll force it up at the buzzer on the 30-second shot clock. No good on the shot. Here Smith back the other way. Feeds off to the right to Ryder. He lays it in for 2. And the Quakers want to get a timeout as they feel momentum now switching over toward Kalamazoo. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Quakers lead it 21-13, 9 minutes remaining here in the first half.
New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of the serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
Well, a timeout needed right there by the Quakers. You can kind of feel things swinging a little bit. You had this game early, was all Quakers, and then Kalamazoo starting to get a little bit of their mojo back right here as they were able to run the floor, and that's exactly what they love to do against the Quakers here this afternoon. Here's Barnes off the left elbow. Barnes has the ball knocked out of his hands, and he touched it last. Good defense by Ryder to knock it away. But it was last touched by Jamel, and the Quakers with their 5th turnover here in the first half. Jannard Smith with the basketball. Out front, Cook on the high post. Off now to Ryder, and it goes out of bounds. Another turnover for Kalamazoo. That'll be their 8th turnover or given up possession arrow here in the first half. Well, those are situations now you can kind of tell if you're on a 4-game losing streak. You don't play as consistent a basketball as you would love to, and right now that has been the case. We've got another foul called against Kalamazoo, and I think they got Jack Smith again trying to fight through that Cheney-Zolman screen and got a little overzealous, and he picks up the foul. Trey Humes will come back in for the Hornets, and also back in will be Tanner Bliley. Bliley with 5 points. Ryder has 6. The Quakers now being led by Cheney-Zolman with 8. Blake Bonin with the basketball off to Sanborn. Bouncing back to Bonin, who curled through to the baseline. Here's Jamel Barnes, gets the high screen. Jamel to White. White once again passes up the screen, drives inside. White's layup good. A.J. White on the board for the Quakers out of Pike High School, playing in the MIC. A lot of great players out of the MIC in Indianapolis, and we've got an offensive foul back the other way as they will get. Is that Jannard Smith or is that going to be Humes? Looked like that's number 5, Smith, who picked up the foul, and that's going to be for Smith. They're going to say, is that 5? They will be, so that's going to be his second. Team foul number 7 now on Kalamazoo. Here's White with the basketball, the screen by Zolman. Quakers really run a good motion offense. They keep the ball moving from side to side. Zolman stops, finds White, behind the back dribble, double team, the kick out to Jamel. Shot fake in the corner, Sanborn, quick release, too long, and the rebound pulled down by Humes. Here come the Hornets, back the other way, lead pass to Bliley. Bliley takes it inside, and I believe we got a foul call. The outside official who was trailing the play calls the foul, and it'll go against the Quakers. That'll be their 6th. And now we wait and see who that foul is going to be. Blake. It's going to be Blake Bonin with a foul. That'll be his first. And we will go to the free throw line as Tanner Bliley will step in for 2. Just the second time that the Hornets have gone to the free throw line in the first half, and Bliley unsuccessful in his first attempt. Elijah Galloway, the 6'5 sophomore, back in for the Quakers. And Cheney Zolman will get a breather. Still a 10-point lead, and now you can make it 9. 1 of 2 on the board for Bliley. Quakers make another change as Yusef Carpenter coming in out of Douglasville, Georgia. He wears number 15. Carpenter, a 6-foot junior. Quaker basketball. Good look at Galloway, off to Blake Bonin. Bonin on the drive, White in the corner. Still 19 on the shot clock. Quakers much smaller team right now. Blake from 3, good. So Blake Bonin, just his second basket. He has 5, his first 3-pointer. As Bliley back the other way, he takes it inside, layup good. Now if Kalamazoo wants to right here, they've got a size advantage over the Quakers, as Earlham has gone small. Right now, your biggest player is Galloway at 6'5", and he's more of a guard than he is a forward. Nice cut by Sanborn, doesn't get the basketball. White will drive, tries to feed it off. Ball is tipped, stolen away by Bliley. Quakers with their 6th turnover. And then back the other way, Kalamazoo gives it right back as that pass went behind Ryder and out of bounds. And unofficially 9 turnovers by Kalamazoo. That's at least 2 occasions where the Hornets had a chance to get points off a turnover and missed both of them. 6:22 to go here in the first half. Quakers will bring A.J. White out at the point, play a little 1-4 low. 13 on the shot clock. White falls down, turnover Quakers. Outlet pass and the layup at the other end, good by Ryder. So a careless turnover by the Quakers, and Ryder gets the easy layup. 7 turnovers by Earlham. Sanborn gives it off now to Galloway, back to Blake Bonin. Blake will find Sanborn, takes it baseline right. Back to Blake, here's his 3 on the way again, and a quick release, and another big 3 by Blake Bonin. He has 8. Back the other way, inside, Thomas Cook lays it in. And again, Kalamazoo going big down low. The Quakers got to get some size in there eventually, and they will bring Cheney Zolman back. 29-20, 21 on the shot clock again for the Quakers, back on offense. This is Sanborn with a right-hand dribble twice, gives it up now to Carpenter. Quakers move it back to Sanborn in the corner off the pass from A.J. White. Shot clock down to 6. Bonin, the screen, drives and feeds inside off the glass. No. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll go back over to Kalamazoo. And here's where the Quakers get their size back in. Jamel Barnes will come in. Cheney Zolman is in the lineup. And also Kenneth Stallings Jr. A.J. White, 5'11", he comes out. You had Carpenter at 6 foot. He is out of the lineup. And also out of the lineup will be Thomas Sanborn. They list him at 6'5". 4:56 to go. Kalamazoo basketball. They haven't played well. They're only down by 9. Here's Shekel. Shekel, nothing inside. Kicks it now to Cook. Cook, once again to Shekel. Shekel driving with the right hand, falls down in the lane. Kick out now to Ryder. Ryder shot fake, drives, no. Rebound battled for, and they're going to say that is a shot clock violation. And now 10 turnovers committed by Kalamazoo here in the first half of play. 4:34 remaining. Into the lineup now for the Quakers will be A.J. White. He was out just momentarily. They're going to give Blake Bonin a quick rest. He's been in the ball game the entire time. He's got to be averaging very close to 38 minutes per game this season. Here's White. The drive down the lane. Reverses it back outside out of Barnes. The screen set by Galloway. Quakers have 13 on the shot clock. Once again, it'll be Galloway. And now Kenneth Stallings. Stallings will drive high off the glass as he kisses that one softly. And the Quakers now lead at 31-20. 6 points now by Kenneth Stallings. Here's Bliley. Bliley drives strong. He will go off the glass as well. So Kalamazoo answering. It's the Bliley and Ryder show now for Kalamazoo here in the first half. Here's Barnes. Stallings will entry pass now to Galloway. Galloway back out once again to Zolman. Quakers down to 15. Here's the drive. The floater inside, good again by Stallings. And the Quakers now 33 points here in the first half. Nothing there for the Hornets. They'll bring it back out to Ryder. Ryder the screen from Cook. The feed in the corner. That three's on the way. Good by Bliley. Well, right now it is Bliley and Ryder keeping Kalamazoo in the ball game. Only 3 players have scored now for Kalamazoo. White will give it off now to Zolman. Back out front once again to Galloway. Zolman receives at the left elbow. Entry pass now to Stallings. Stallings guarded there by Shekel. Pull-up jumper good. That's a pretty good shot right there by Stallings. He is in double figures with 10. Quakers lead it by 10. And a foul call against Stallings. And that could be his third. Quakers are going to get even bigger here in a moment. We will take that back. They'll say the foul is actually on A.J. White, so that's good news, only his first. As the Quakers come now with 6'10" sophomore Connor Hubbard. Hubbard out of Jack Sendell High School in Osgood, Indiana. Blake Bonin is back in. And Tanner Bliley will go to the free throw line to shoot the one and bonus. Each team now with 7 team fouls. .247 remaining. We're going to say 35-25, so no free throw apparently that time for Bliley. Hubbard out on the high post. Off now to Barnes, and once again Chaney inside to Hubbard. Hubbard at 6'10", to his right off the glass too hard. And the rebound by Jordan Curry, who's checked in, a 6'6" junior out of Ann Arbor, Michigan. The drive by Bliley, the kick out, and the three on the way, good. Humes hits the three. So Humes with his first basket of the afternoon, 35-28. Here's Blake Bonin. Bonin, and that ball deflected out of bounds. Good hands by Kalamazoo. That was number 20, Bass Ollie. Back in the lineup now for the Quakers will be Thomas Sanborn. And Kenneth Stallings will sit down. Kenneth now leading the Quakers, as mentioned, with 10 points here in the first half. 1:59 remaining before halftime. That is Barnes to set it up out front. Barnes off the drive. There's the teardrop, no. And the rebound for Kalamazoo, coming away with it, Bass Ollie. He'll give it up now to Ryder. Ryder right side to Bliley. Double team. The kick out wide open. Three on the way. No good by Curry. Offensive rebound by Ollie. Ollie gets trapped underneath. 3 white jerseys around him, but I think they are going to get the foul call against Jamel Barnes. Barnes thought that Ollie had pushed off and should have been an offensive foul, but Ollie goes to the free throw line. 18 fouls now on the Quakers, and the free throw is up and good. Well, Kalamazoo just hanging around. As we said, they haven't played as well as they had hoped, I'm sure, here in the first half. A lot of turnovers. They missed some opportunities, but they're only down by 5. On the other side, Quakers probably feel they could have taken full advantage. John Sacaleros back in. Hubbard will sit down. Quaker basketball, Bonin now to Sanborn as the Quakers come back with their starting lineup. This will be Barnes off to Bonin, gets the screen from Sacaleros. Blake will reverse direction to the left, tried to bounce inside. That'll be a kick basketball with 12 on the shot clock, moved back to 20. Quakers will inbound the basketball on the baseline to the left of their own basket. That'll be Jamel Barnes who will put it in play. Barnes gets bumped, and that'll be a foul call on Bass Ollie. So Ollie picks up his first. That is team foul number 8, and we will head to the free throw line once again. Here is Jamel Barnes. Jamel with 3 points. Halftime, of course, we'll run down the first half numbers that are available to us here today. Quakers back up by 6. We'll also check out what else is happening in sports here on a Tuesday afternoon as Thomas Cook back in the lineup for Kalamazoo. Sacaleros quickly out of the lineup. John has 2 fouls, so they'll make sure he stays safe, and Elijah Galloway will come back in now for the Quakers. Jamel out of Muncie Central High School, the junior. And the Quakers lead it by 7. Across the timeline, Bliley hands off now to Ryder. Ryder, high post Cook. Cook once again will find Bliley beyond the three-point line. Bliley drives in the corner, wide open. Cook for 3, rims in and out, battle for the rebound. It'll be Bliley coming out away with it. Bliley at 6'3", able to out-jump everybody inside, then reverses, goes down low, and it'll be an assist for Ryder, the easy 2 for Bliley. Back to a 5-point lead, 36 seconds remaining. Bonin almost loses the handle. Now it'll be Barnes back out once again to Zolman. Here's Galloway off to Bonin. He 3's all the way good. Blake Bonin has such a quick release. He now has 11. Kalamazoo back the other way. The feed inside intended for Ollie. Turnover again. That'll be 11 now for Kalamazoo in the first half. Quakers should get the last shot right here. 7 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's Barnes. Barnes off the drive. Ollie, contact, no whistle. Ball goes out of bounds, and they will say no foul to end the first half of play. We are at halftime on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers lead this one by 8, 40-32. Your halftime numbers coming up in just a moment. This is Earlham men's basketball right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation, and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, Call 765-935-8905.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994. For over a century, Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power and Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power and Light. Together we make powerful partners. Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
We have made it to halftime. By the way, the crowd a little bit slim here today, as you would expect, as the students are gone for the Christmas break and will not be back until January. So the players after Saturday will also get a little bit of a break as they will head to their Christmas break after their matchup against DePaul. And they will not play again until January the 4th. Let's go ahead and run down the first half numbers. By the way, the live stats are now up and running. So here's what we have in the first half for Kalamazoo. They were 12 of 24 overall for 50%, 3 of 9 from three-point range, good enough for 33%. They did finish with 13 turnovers, so I had them one less, but 13 turnovers in the first half and 16 total rebounds. In the scoring department, Tanner Bliley finished with 15 points in the first half. Ben Ryder had 8 points. Thomas Cook with 4, Trey Humes with 3, Bass Ali with 2 points in the first half of play. Quakers shot pretty well in the first half. They went 15 of 24 for 63%. We'll look back now the last 3 games. Kalamazoo saw Chicago shoot 61%. Spring Arbor shot 68%. Today the Quakers are shooting 63%. From three-point range, the Quakers 6 of 8, 75%. Certainly Blake Bonin helping that cause. Quakers did turn the ball over 7 times in the first half. Quakers scored 15 points off those first half turnovers, but Earlham only 6 rebounds in the first half, so they got rebounded by 10, 16-6. Kenneth Stallings Jr. now with 12 points in the first half of play. Blake Bonin with 11. Cheney Zolman finished with 8 points in the first half. Jamel Barnes with 5. A.J. White with 2. And John Sacaleros also with 2 points in that first half of play. And right now, from a foul standpoint, John Sacaleros has 2. Kenneth Stallings Jr. has 2. Also Merritt Heyman for Kalamazoo with 2. Jannard Smith has 2 fouls as well. So those are the only players in foul trouble thus far. By the way, again, live stats are now working if you want to follow along in the second half of play. We will come back. We'll update a couple of things. Men's college basketball, some big matchups going on this afternoon. We'll check that out and run down the complete schedule, time permitting, at halftime right here. It is Earlham 40, Kalamazoo 32. This is Earlham basketball right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Are you looking for the right place to work out? A place where you have several choices and can have fun at the same time? Well, that place is right here in Richmond, Family Fitness Works. Family Fitness Works has spinning, Zumba, kickboxing, core works, kick fit, body pump, body flow, and much, much more. And don't forget, Family Fitness Works also has Richmond's most extensive free weights and Nautilus in the area. Check out their website at familyfitness.com or stop by at 213 North 3rd Street in Richmond. Today's game is being brought to you by Tri-County Awards in Richmond. Customized awards and quality engraving services. When you come to Tri-County Awards, you'll get nothing but the best customer service. We take pride in our prompt service and easy availability. Celebrate success with a gorgeous medal, trophy, or plaque from Tri-County Awards. We've been crafting awards since 1972. Choose from a wide variety of designs and styles. We're a locally owned and family-operated business. Tri-County Awards, 1001 South East Street in Richmond.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
By the way, today's game brought to you in part by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. He has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes on the transaction to the school group or nonprofit of your choice in your name. Tell your friends, family, and colleagues to mention this offer when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. Give him a call today at 969-3400. Quick check of men's college basketball. Top 25 play coming up later today. Number 5, Ohio State, taking on Southeast Missouri State. It's number 13, Dayton, home against North Texas. Number 19, Florida State will play North Florida later tonight. And number 22, Washington, they are hosting Seattle. Just one game involving women's college basketball in top 25 action. Number 17, Gonzaga, is at Wyoming. In the NBA tonight, the Pacers home. They'll take on the Lakers. That is a 7 o'clock tip-off time. Sacramento's at Charlotte, Atlanta at New York. Brooklyn is at New Orleans. Orlando's at Utah. And the Clippers home as they will take on the Phoenix Suns. And in the NHL, it'll be Los Angeles at Boston, Buffalo at Toronto, Ottawa's at Tampa Bay, Nashville at New York to play the Rangers, Anaheim is at Philadelphia, Columbus on the road at Detroit, Winnipeg hosting Carolina, Pittsburgh is at Calgary, Montreal at Vancouver, Minnesota at Vegas, and Arizona, they're on the road at San Jose. By the way, quick check of the HCAC basketball standings going into the remainder of this week. Defiance is 2-0. Hanover, Transylvania, and Franklin all at 2-1. Anderson is 1-1 so far this year. And then you have Bluffton, Earlham, Manchester, Rose-Hulman, and Mount St. Joe. All these teams at 1-2. Other games today going on in the HCAC. Transylvania is hosting Marietta. Franklin home against Boyce. And that game, by the way, is a tip-off time of 6 o'clock tonight. And then also Rose-Hulman is home tonight. They take on Wabash. That game will tip off at 7:30. We will come back. The second half is coming up in just a few moments. We're at halftime. Quakers on top of this one, 40-32. This is Earlham basketball right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Finding a used car dealership you can trust is not an easy thing to do, But for me, the choice was almost too easy. How about Tony's Car Sales in Richmond? Hi, this is Troy Narangowski. You know, I purchased my last 2 cars from Tony's, and I couldn't have been happier with their service. They didn't pressure me, and they worked me through the entire process. Hey, if you're in the market for a great used vehicle, get to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond, 250 National Road West. For more information, give them a call at 962-5665 or go to their website, tonyscarsales.com.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Greatest thing ever happened for Oscar Robertson. You learn to compete.
Basketball in Indiana has a special legacy. It starts with the coaches, develops with the fans, and ends with an amazing community support.
I think one of these days when you're done and you're retired and you kind of shelve that piece of your life, you can look back and be like, wow, that's really incredible.
To play in a state tournament, to be able to play in college, to be able to coach high school girls, and then to be able to see my son coach, basketball has been my life.
Any opportunity I got to play basketball, I played it. You know, that's what I wanted to do. That's what I love doing, and still today I love the game.
And every time Dad put me in, I think as a freshman, sophomore, there was booing. And then the exciting turnaround when I was a junior and senior, every time he took me out, he got booed. So those were fun times.
Basketball got me an education. Got me to be a worldly person as far as reading articles. Got me to be artistic and understand the cultures of the world, the ballet, the opera. It just opened up your whole mind and thoughts about things other than what you can reach out and touch.
Because I never dreamed of going to college, and basketball gave me the opportunity to not only go to college but play professional ball, and I've been around it my whole life. I'm 58 now, and I've been involved for a lot of years.
Where else can you walk around? I'm a 65-year-old man, and people say, George, oh, I remember you in '69 with your high school state championship team. I saw you at Butler. I mean, it's incredible. This is the only place here in Indiana that happens.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with the most comprehensive auto repair services that include general services, car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. Their goal is simple: to offer the best services available at affordable prices to get you back on the road in no time. For a high-performance vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, give them a call at 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Second half ready to go. Let's see what adjustments made by both these teams. The Hornets hanging around, trailing at 40-32. We want to mention again live stats. They were not working at the beginning of the game, but they are up and running if you want to follow along in live stats here this afternoon. And again, we're back here Saturday. Final game of the 2019 portion of the season, as DePaul will be in town. The reminder that is a 2 o'clock tip-off time. We'll be on the air at around 1:50 coming up on Saturday afternoon. Hornets basketball to open up the second half of play. Shekel and Bliley in the backcourt for the Hornets. Trey Humes in as well, along with Thomas Cook and Ben Ryder. Ryder off the entry. Basket good, and he's fouled. Good start. They work inside. They get Jamal Barnes underneath, and it's now a 6-point ball game. Ryder now in double figures with 10. He is 2 of 2 from the free throw line this afternoon. And the free throw's on the way and good. It's back to a 5-point ball game, so good start for Kalamazoo here in the second half of play. Blake Bonin across the timeline for the Quakers. That'll be Stallings on the high post. Stallings working there against Humes. Stallings picks up his dribble back outside to Barnes, and once again it'll be Blake Bonin at the left elbow. The screen by Sakaleros. Blake will feed it off in the corner. Three-pointer no good by Stallings. Rebound Cook. Quick outlet pass will find Ryder. Ryder waits for help. Here's Bliley. Bliley on the drive. He'll find Humes. His shot no good. Had a good look. Could not hit it. The rebound by Jamel Barnes. And it'll be Bonin across the timeline again for the Quakers. Pace picked up really quick here in the second half. Bonin back to Barnes in the corner. Now it'll be Zolman. Cheney for three. Yes! Big bucket, Cheney, Zolman. Cheney, his third three-pointer of the ball game as he shows his range at 6'6". Here's Bliley. Once again, we'll find Ryder. Back to Bliley. Bliley takes it down low. Missed his short. Gets the offensive rebound. Back outside to Humes. Another wide open three. That one is good. And both teams blitzing here early in the second half as Humes now with 6. 43-38. 18-19 remaining. Bonin with the basketball. Back once again to Barnes at the elbow. The entry pass, Sakaleros. Blake receives, drives, and the little floater short. Didn't leave it short by much, but just enough as Bliley brings it across the timeline. Humes feeling it again. Back-to-back three-pointers by Trey Humes, and a timeout on the floor. It's a two-point ball game on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers lead at 43-41.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery. Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
A 9-3 run put together by Kalamazoo. They have now cut the 8-point deficit at halftime down to just 2, and thanks to the three-pointers by Trey Humes, he has 9 in this afternoon's game, but those back-to-back threes are huge. And then, of course, Ben Ryder completing the three-point play himself when he took Jamel Barnes down low and picked up the foul. So there's your 9-3 start for Kalamazoo here in the second half. Quaker basketball after a quick timeout. Well, we'll see now if the Quakers can counter once again. That's something they have done pretty well here today, though the lead had not been down to 2 in quite some time. Bonin across the timeline. Quakers look back door. Cheney Zolman has it blocked out of bounds, as that will go out of bounds, and it was Shekel who was the last to touch it. Off the inbound, here's Zolman. Cheney driving the baseline. Double team stripped out of his hands, and on the way up, they call a foul. So Cheney Zolman will go to the free throw line. I'm going to call that foul on Shekel. That'll be his second. Cheney 2 for 3 from the line, had a chance at a 4-point play in that first half, as that free throw will just go off the front of the rim and go down. 44-41. 12 points now by Zolman. Next free throw is on the way, and it is good. Back to a 4-point lead. It'll be Hornets basketball. Here's Bliley, gets the screen. Bliley drives, and that one kissed off the glass as well. Bliley playing well. He now has 17. Bliley wasting no time, taking that one strong to the rim. Here's Bonin. Blake back the other way. He scores as well as he went right by Bliley. So the Quakers answer again. Blake now with 13, 47-43. Here's Humes out front, guarded there by Barnes. They'll work it right side now to Bliley. Bliley with the left hand, now right hand. The kick out. Here's Cook for three himself. No. Rebound underneath, put back good. Good position underneath by Shekel to lay it in. And we're going back and forth. Shekel with his first two. Sakaleros out front to Bonin. Entry pass to Zolman, who got shoved from behind by Shekel. Cheney, pull-up shot on the way, no good. Rebound tipped by Sakaleros, but he tipped it to Bliley. Bliley back outside now to Shekel. The entry pass down low to Cook. Cook, little jump hook in the lane, no. Gets the offensive rebound, and we've got a reaching foul. I believe that'll go against Sakaleros. And for John, that'll be his third. 16:26 remaining here in the second half. So Sakaleros will stay in. The entry and the bucket good by Thomas Cook. And this game is tied at 47. And right now, Kalamazoo feeling pretty good about where they're at. We're going to see Thomas Sanborn come in. Quaker basketball. Here's Barnes, the screen by Sakaleros. Barnes in the corner to Bonin. Bonin feeds inside. Sakaleros loses it. Ball picked up by Barnes. Back to Zolman for three. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. It'll be Bliley. Bliley out on the run himself. Baseball pass will find Humes. The three no good. Offensive rebound Ryder. Ryder inside. Shot on the way. No. And a whistle and a foul. Boy, the Quakers are being out-rebounded. They're out-rebounded by 10 at the half. And right now, Kalamazoo owning the boards with 15:45 remaining here in the second half, and Ryder goes to the line. Ryder is perfect from the line up until that point. Changes both ways as Bass Ali will come in. Also coming in will be Merritt Heyman. Quakers come back as well. They will go with A.J. White. And we mentioned also that Thomas Sanborn has checked into the lineup, and so they'll get Sakaleros out with those three fouls. Second free throw is missed. So Ryder, who had hit three in a row, misses two. And we're still tied at 47. That was a chance there for the Hornets to take the lead. Sanborn straight away. Pair of 20s going at one another. Ali on defense. Here is Bonin for three. Good. Nobody does it better than Blake Bonin coming off a screen. He has 16. That release, I don't care how tall he is, you just can't get to that release. Here's Bliley losing the basketball. Bliley regains possession. Little shaky on the handle. He will find Bass Ali. Short baseline shot on the way. Good. Ali now with four. That's his first basket. It's a 1-point lead as we go back and forth to start this second half. For the Quakers, it'll be A.J. White. Here's Sanborn again straight away. Quakers looking to screen down low for Zolman. Zolman, baseline drive against Heyman. The ball loose, turnover Quakers. Number 8. Humes across the timeline. Drives down the lane, blocked by Zolman. But that'll send Trey Humes to the free throw line. Boy, Humes saw the opening down the lane, and really nothing Cheney could do but try to get the block. That'll be the second now on Cheney. Humes at the line now for the first time here this afternoon. He has 9. And he'll stick at 9. That's now 3 straight misses from the line by Kalamazoo. Jannard Smith back in out of Detroit, the 6'1 junior now for Kalamazoo. That will give Bliley a chance to get a rest, and so Humes hits the second free throw, and we're tied once again at 50. 14:27 to go here in the second half. Barnes will find A.J. White. White at the left elbow. Galloway in the ball game also for the Quakers, and that'll be Barnes. Barnes got checked there by Ryder. Another screen by Galloway. Quick pass by Sanborn inside to Galloway. Reverse layup, no good. And the rebound by Ollie. Here they come again. This will be Smith in the corner. Three-pointers off the mark. Not a great shot that time by Ryder, but then the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay here with Kalamazoo. They'll reset that shot clock to 20. The entry now to Heyman. Hands it back once again to Smith, and we've got a foul out front before the shot. That's going to go against Blake Bonin. That'll be his second. Kalamazoo again off the inbound. Here's Ryder. Ryder looking underneath the Heyman, now backs it away. Still 14 on the shot clock. Ryder, the crossover to the left hand, and we've got another foul. So another hand check foul, and this could be Jamel Barnes. If it is, that should be his third. And it is. 6 and now 16 fouls on the Quakers. Stallings will come in. Jamel will sit down. So we've seen this act before. Another inbound play in the exact same spot for the Hornets. Nice entry. Right hand too hard that time by Heyman. Quakers come away with it. Boy, Kalamazoo had tons of chances there. Here's Sanborn. Likes to play out on the high post beyond the three-point line. Here's A.J. White. White drives to the baseline, brings it back down to Bonin. Bonin really undersized against Jannard Smith. Here is Stallings. Stallings back to A.J. White. White will drive and a foul the other way. And this time it'll go against Trey Humes. Humes will pick up his first. And he is coming out of the ball game. And Jack Smith, the 6'3 junior out of Ann Arbor, back in now for Kalamazoo. 13-13 remaining here in the second half. Bonin, the teardrop inside, no. The rebound, Heyman. And Heyman comes out with it himself. Lead pass near side to Ryder. Ryder driving, double team off the glass, no, and another foul by the outside official. Name of the game right now for Kalamazoo. If they get the open shot, great. Otherwise, they're going to take it strong. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 13 minutes remaining in this one. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, we're tied at 50.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
Now the Quakers had that first half double-digit lead cut down to 8 at halftime, and now the Hornets have come back to tie the ball game here in the second half. And we're back at the free throw line. Ben Ryder missed his last two, but has a chance right here to give Kalamazoo the lead. As we said before the break, and even 13 minutes remaining. First free throw by Ryder is good. So Kalamazoo coming back from the first half deficit now to take the lead here in the second, and Ryder back in for number 2. So the Hornets with a 2-point lead. Let's see what the Quakers can do to answer right here. Wide across the timeline, and now a little zone action here by Kalamazoo. Stallings, 15-footer, good, and he's fouled. That'll get you out of the zone pretty quick right there. Cheney Zolman will check back in for the Quakers. By the way, that foul was called against Ollie, his second. Quaker basketball with 9 on the shot clock. Here's Stallings for 3, no good. Kalamazoo back the other way. Driving and scoring is Jack Smith. We are back to a 2-point lead, 12:08 remaining. Here's Blake Bonin with the basketball, shovels it off to Sanborn. Fadeaway three-pointer good. Wasting no time, Blake Bonin will pick up the foul at the other end. Blake had just picked up his third. By the way, for Sanborn, that was his first basket of the day, and we're going to go back to the line with Ryder. Tied at 55 with 11:53 remaining. Second free throw now by Ryder. We go back and forth here in this one as Ryder coming out. And into the lineup now will be Drew Shekel once again for the Hornets. Blake will receive the basketball. Here's Stallings. Galloway hands off now to Barnes. Bonin trying to get free on the near side, does. Blake looking underneath with 12 on the shot clock. Cheney looking high-low. Galloway down in the low post, receives the basketball on the block. Right hand jump hook, no good. Ball loose. Coming away with it will be Heyman. Here's Bliley. Inside to Heyman, layup good. Kalamazoo able to run the floor here in the second half. 11 minutes remaining in a 3-point lead. Bonin will find Barnes. Shot fake, drives, looks inside, turns it over. Here come the Hornets again. Ball knocked out of bounds. Jannard Smith trying to take it strong. Thomas Cook will check back in. And Merritt Heyman will sit down. Still 26 seconds on the shot clock. The entry, the kick near side, Shekel, three-pointer good. And they are hitting everything. Quakers need a timeout. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. 10:51 remaining. 61-55 Kalamazoo.
Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond.
There have been two spurts here. The first one happened, a 9-3 run to begin the second half, and now you see Kalamazoo coming right back with a spurt right here in the last minute and a half, and have now taken a 61-55 lead. Blake will drive, and we've got a foul out front. Bliley picks up his first. Quakers have 8 team fouls. Kalamazoo now with just 4. A.J. White off now to Sanborn. Blake, Bonin driving, losing it. Another turnover for the Quakers. Back the other way, and kind of dunking at the other end is Bliley. And this is all Kalamazoo right now. 19 points by Bliley. A.J. White on the drive, nearly turns it over. Galloway on the drive as well. Good hands, the deflection there by Jack Smith. And you know Kalamazoo's feeling pretty good about their game right now. Here's Bonin. Blake trying to drive, little teardrop, good. Boy, the Quakers needed that one. Back the other way, and a traveling call against Kalamazoo. They're going to get Bass Ollie, or was that Tanner Bliley? Let's see, no, it's actually going to be Jannard Smith on the travel. Quakers will come back here with Jamel Barnes as Galloway will sit down. So the Quakers with 4, actually 3 of their starters back in. Sanborn and A.J. White, the 2 non-starters, in the lineup right now. Here's Barnes between the circles to Blake Bonin. Bonin wanted the roll there, nothing, as Blake gets it back, fires and misses. Rebound Zolman. Cheney powers it up, basket good, and he's fouled. Foul against Jack Smith. Cheney so much bigger and stronger than he was 2 years ago. Got the injury last year that kept him out the entire season. Ryder is back in as Kalamazoo making a change in their lineup. We'll see Shekel come out. And Cheney Zolman back to the free throw line, and the Quakers back now to within 3. Cheney Zolman with 16 points. That pass a little bit too hard that time by Jannard Smith. It was intended for Thomas Cook. So that one sails out of bounds. Kalamazoo with the turnover. Unofficially now 14 turnovers by the Hornets. And it'll be Quaker basketball. Sanborn out front. A.J. White now between the circles. Now left side will find Zolman. Here's Blake Bonin. Blake, they leave him alone for 3, and that was a huge mistake. Blake, another 3. That is going to be his 5th three-pointer of the ball game. Out on the high post, Thomas Cook will give it off now to Bliley. Tied at 63, 8:49 remaining. That pass now for Jannard Smith. He turns it over. Quakers back the other way. Here's Sanborn. Thomas will take it himself. Right hand no good. Rebound by Ryder. Ryder back the other way. Ball kicked away from him unintentionally by Blake Bonin, but waiting for the loose basketball was Bass Ollie. So Kalamazoo a chance to take the lead here in the second half. This is Thomas Cook, and they will get Cheney Zolman for his 3rd. Zolman has 3, Sakaleros has 3. Now for the Quakers. Jannard Smith will come out of the lineup. Back in will be Trey Humes. And at the line will be Thomas Cook, the 6'7 junior. Cook at the line for the first time today. 9 team fouls now by the Quakers. And Kalamazoo owning a 1-point lead. So Cheney will sit down. Back in the lineup will be Kenneth Stallings Jr. So the Quakers get a little smaller right here, so the rebound will be important. Second free throw's on the way, good. Well, the Quakers, again, just not rebounding the basketball the way they're going to need to. As now they'll work it in the half court. Here's Blake Bonin with the basketball. Drives, kicks out now to Sanborn, and he traveled with it. 11 turnovers now by the Quakers. Quakers have been outscored by 10 here in the second half. Kalamazoo has seen their shooting percentage stay steady, 55% for Kalamazoo. Hornets basketball once again as the Quakers back in their man-to-man. We'll see on a not even yet today. The Quakers stay man, and there's a timeout, a quick timeout by Ryder. Didn't want to give up the basketball. We will take a quick timeout as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers trail it by 2.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
And neither one of these two teams can get a whole lot of distance from the other. Looked like maybe Kalamazoo again had the momentum in their favor, but the Quakers able to come back, tied the ball game, now trail it by 2 as Ryder will inbound. Off the screen, Ollie near side, Cook out front. Wants to get rid of it and does so now to Bass Ollie. Ollie against Bonin. Pull-up shot on the way, no good. Rebound by Jamel Barnes. That one too hard off the back of the iron. And so the Quakers come back the other way. Bonin waits now, looking for an opening right here. Starts to make his move. Kicks it back to Cheney. His three-pointer, good. Cheney Zolman again from 3. Cheney now has 4 three-pointers. Between he and Bonin, they have 9. The drive, strong by Bliley, lays it in. 21 now by Bliley. 6:56 to go as we go back and forth here at the Athletics and Wellness Center. High screen again for Blake Bonin. Blake will drive in the corner. Wide open, A.J. White, another. They're going to say that, too, a three-pointer. A.J. White now with 5. Here's Cook, traveled with it. 16 turnovers by Kalamazoo. They make a change again as Merritt Heyman will come back in. Also back in will be Drew Shekel. Quakers lead it by 2. Good look again at Blake Bonin. The screen out front. And the shot on the way, good. There he is again. Cheney Zolman, another three-pointer. 10 three-pointers between he and Blake Bonin. Back the other way, we've got a moving screen against Kalamazoo. And that will go against Bliley, his second. Quakers will get the basketball back now, leading it 72-67. 6 minutes remaining. Bonin across the timeline. You see Blake again, sending Stallings in the left corner. Let's see if they do it one more time. It's been successful. Cheney steps out. Blake drives, feeds in the corner to White, back to Barnes, gives it to White midair. Bonin in the corner, no. Rebound tipped up, and Heyman has it knocked out of his hands by A.J. White, and it'll go back over to Kalamazoo. And now the Hornets are going to call a timeout on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. 5:35 remaining. Quakers on top, 72-66.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Ho, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
We got this.
.535 remaining. Welcome back to the Athletics and Wellness Center. Quakers trying to pull out a hard-fought ball game here today. Kalamazoo trying to snap a 4-game losing streak. Quakers now led by Cheney Zolman, 22, Blake Bonin, 21. Blake has 5 3-pointers. Cheney Zolman also with 5 3-pointers. Those two alone have kept the Quakers running here today. Bliley, 21 points, leading the way now for Kalamazoo. And that is Bliley. Ball on the floor, and we've got a jump ball. It'll be Quaker basketball turnover again by Kalamazoo. Boy, right when you thought all the momentum was going toward Kalamazoo, it's now shifted back to the Quakers. When Kalamazoo at times, they make some very, very costly mistakes, just like that one right there as Bliley ends up getting caught, dribbling into a double team. Quakers able to get hands on the basketball. And now Earlham, chance here to get that lead back to 7. Here's A.J. White. Stallings out front, now to Blake Bonin. Cheney Zolman. Once again, it'll be Barnes down the lane. A lot of contact, and we may get Trey Humes right here going for the block. And so Humes just picked up his second. And we will see Jamel Barnes go to the free throw line. Jamel has not scored in the second half. Jamel now 3 of 3 from the line. Second free throw by the Muncie Central product. So 1 of 2 for Jamel. Coming up on 5 minutes remaining. Both teams trying to snap losing streaks. Here's Shekel for 3, no. And the rebound by Kenneth Stallings. So Kalamazoo, one and done in that possession. Good news if you're a Quaker fan. A.J. White off the right wing. It'll be Stallings. Once again now to Blake Bonin. Floats the pass to Zolman. Here's Blake. Or take that back. That'll be Barnes. Stallings, A.J. White. Good ball movement. 6 on the shot clock. Cheney wide open. Hits the 3 again. How big is Cheney Zolman in the second half? 4 3-pointers in the second half alone. Back to a 9-point lead for the Quakers. In the corner, here's Ryder. No. Another one and done for Kalamazoo. And you kind of feel right now the air going out of their balloon. Quakers will run a little offense right here, going to their motion. As the ball is knocked out of bounds by Ryder. Jack Smith will come back in for Kalamazoo. Also back in Thomas Cook. Heyman will sit down. And Drew Shekel will sit down. Quakers inbound deep in the corner. Jamel Barnes, rather odd place to have to inbound the basketball. As now Blake Bonin will set it up front here now for the Quakers. There's that screen again by Zolman. Cheney's feeling it. This time he's going to drive in strong and go to the line. Well, they have no answer right now for Cheney Zolman. If you come out on him, he drives. If you don't, he hits the 3. Foul will be called again on Thomas Cook. That'll be his first. Cheney with 25 points, make it 26. 6 of 7 from three-point land. He is 7 of 11 overall. 46 of the 77 points. Now 47 of the 77 points scored by Zolman and Blake. 3:37 to go. Ryder down the lane, off the glass, good. Well, Kalamazoo hanging in there, but will he have enough to make one more run at Earlham? Quakers right now want to just take care of the basketball, get a good look every time down the floor, take some time off that clock. Here's Barnes off the right wing with a left-hand dribble, bouncing to Stallings. It'll be Blake Bonin with the basketball out front. 8 on the shot clock. A.J. White down the lane. A.J. no, but he'll go to the line for 2. Quakers have gotten a contribution from a lot of players today, but there's no doubt about it. This one is the Zolman and Bonin show. A.J. White out of Pike High School in Indianapolis. 3:01 remaining. A.J. gets one more. He has 5. Quakers have hit just about every free throw. That's only the 3rd miss in the second half. Quakers back up by 10. Quakers today get the win. They're able to survive a strong run by Kalamazoo. Here's Ryder once again. And another travel. Well, they've been caught on that a lot. That time was Jack Smith. Just not putting the ball down on the floor. And unofficially, 20 turnovers now by Kalamazoo. As Trey Humes will come out. Bass Ollie is back in. Of course, Humes was the star of the game early in the second half. At the beginning, we hit those 2 big threes, and Ryder got the 3-point play. It was a 9-3 run. And Kalamazoo came back to take the lead with another run. But Earlham able to survive both. 2:30 to go. Blake will receive the basketball to the midcourt circle. Cheney sets the screen. Blake will drive, and we've got a whistle. And looks like we may have a 3-second call. Quakers now with 12 turnovers. Coming back out of the ball game will be Bass Ollie. I don't know why they're playing offense-defense with Humes. He only has 2 fouls so far. Here's Thomas Cook, short on the 3, goes out of bounds. It'll stay here. Shot clock always reset at 20. Off the inbound, Cook gives it back to the inbounder, and the ball loose and a foul call. And that should put Bliley at the line for 2, as that's the 10th foul on the Quakers. Bliley's been kind of quiet lately. 15 in the first half, got off to a good start. 6 straight points to begin the second half, and that's the first points he scored in quite some time. 79-70 as Humes back out. So I'm assuming they feel that Bass Ollie's a better defender than Humes. Second free throw is good. Otherwise, really no reason why you'd play the offense-defense game with nobody in foul trouble between those two players. Here's A.J. White. 2 minutes to go in a 9-point lead. Barnes will find Blake Bonin. And they're going to say that one was bounced on the end line, so a turnover again by the Quakers, their second straight. And again, back in the ball game will be Humes. Question is, you're down by 3 possessions, a minute 57. Oh, it's possible. Get a couple of big buckets and a couple of stops, you're right back in it. Here's Ryder. Shot on the way, good. Ryder, 2-point basket. There's one of them. Well, you see Kalamazoo is going to back up past half court and try to get back into this thing with their half-court defense. A.J. will find Stallings. He'll drive off the glass and good. Boy, you needed a stop right there, though. 81-72, minute 25 remaining, and Bliley got caught in the air, and they're going to get him for a travel. I think Bliley wanted a foul call. As we see Bass Ollie back in, Humes will sit down. Quakers off the inbound, and now Kalamazoo will full court press. A little curious why they didn't do that on the last possession, but they went back in the half court. So the Quakers unsuccessful 2 straight turnovers. I think you would press immediately, and there will be a foul on Bliley. Bliley may not have liked the call, but you stop the clock with 1:05, and that'll be the third on Bliley. We continue the offense-defense between Bass Ollie and Trey Humes. Blake Bonin will have 2 right here. There are 10 team fouls going both ways, and Blake is as good as a free throw shooter as you'll see in the country. 22 points now by Blake. Second free throw. Back to an 11-point lead. 1:05 remaining. Quick release on the 3, no good by Ollie. And Smith may have cleared everybody out. The one player that ended up on the floor was Kenneth Stallings, though Thomas Cook, who committed the foul, is questioning the official. I don't really know why. He basically took Stallings and shoved him out of the way. So Cook will pick up the foul. 58.1 remaining. So the Quakers will snap a 2-game losing streak here today. Kalamazoo will have to find a way to get back on the winning side of thing in their next contest, but it won't happen here today. Stallings able to hit both. We are down to the final 50 seconds remaining. The drive, the shot, no good by Ryder. The putback by Cook, no, but a foul call. So Thomas Cook at the line, 2 for 2 this afternoon. See, 85 on the scoreboard. Adam for 86. We'll put it back to 85. In case we were one off, we do know that both free throws were good. And a foul call quickly on Kalamazoo. That'll go against Bass Ollie. That'll be his third. We'll move this back again, 85-74. Here is A.J. White. For Kalamazoo, 3 straight games in which they will give up now 195 and now 87 points. Their defense undoubtedly will have to shore up here relatively soon. Here's Bliley. Corner shot for 3 is good by Smith. That is Jack Smith now with 5. And a foul in the backcourt once again. They'll get Jack Smith for his third. Quakers will set their sights on the final non-conference game. That'll be against DePaul. coming up again on Saturday. And a reminder, that is a 2 o'clock tip-off time. A.J. White has missed only once from the free throw line here this afternoon. He'll get another one. When we are done, we'll run down the stats quickly as Bliley shoots the three, missed it. That shot blocked inside as Thomas Cook was able to get an offensive board. And then foul call, and they will get Bliley for number 4. So now you can say officially that Kalamazoo, if the free throws are hit here by Zolman, has given up 90-plus points in 3 straight games. But I don't think they expected Chaney Zolman to hit the shots from the outside the way he did today. Maybe Blake Bonin. But Chaney went nuts in that second half, in which he hit 4 3-pointers. 91-77. Here's Humes for 3. Shot the air ball as it goes out of bounds. And 17.3. No need to do anything here for Kalamazoo. Just pretty much play this one out. So the Quakers will win here today. They will move to 5-4 on the season. We can put the final down with the last 8 seconds to go in this one here today. Your final score on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Earlham 91, Kalamazoo 77. We'll come back and wrap it up in a moment right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
After the unexpected, expect us. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Fayette, Rush, Union, Decatur, and Shelby counties. Auto, home, life, renters, farm, crop, and business coverage. Coverage you need in a language you know. We take customer satisfaction seriously and don't take a cookie-cutter approach to your coverage. For more information, call 800-723-3276 or go to their website, in.farmbureau.com.
As we are ready to clear out of here this afternoon, let's go ahead and give you the numbers, some of the numbers, and you can check out the rest of the box score and such on GoEarlham.com. Chaney Zolman led the way for the Quakers, 29. Blake Bonin had 23. Kenneth Stallings had 18. A.J. White with 10. Jamel Barnes with 6 points. Thomas Sanborn with 3. And John Sacaleros with 2 points. Tanner Bliley, 22 points. Ben Ryder, 19. Trey Humes with 10. And Thomas Cook with 10. Jack Smith finished with 5 today. Drew Shekel with 5. Bass Ollie 4. And Merritt Heyman finished with 2 points here this afternoon. Overall, the Quakers ended up shooting 56%. They were 14 of 20 from three-point range. That's good enough for 70%. Quakers also scored 27 points off turnovers here today. They forced Kalamazoo into 21 turnovers. Quakers, though, were out-rebounded today badly, 36-17. You don't see that happen very often when you're out-rebounded like that and still pick up a win. But the Quakers, again, out-rebounded 36-17. And looks like in the assist department, 22 assists for the Quakers, 21 for Kalamazoo. So the Quakers back in action again coming up on Saturday. They'll take on DePauw. We're on the air at 1:50. Tip-off time beginning at 2 o'clock. Final score once again, Earlham 91, Kalamazoo 77. Thanks for being with us. This has been Earlham Basketball right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.